gentlemen, welcome back to another special edition of the Beers and Deers podcast, coming to you from our humble abode. It's kind of a
shithole,
a little bit of a shithole. Guillotine, Rambo, Tower Power, Ryan the Hyman Smasher Mayland. Gentlemen, what did we do today?
We went to the Total Archery Challenge in Seven Springs, PA. It's a mountain resort. Dude, I don't think I've had that much fun with my clothes on in years. It's been a while. I mean, that was fucking awesome. It was, man, it was harder than I thought. It was just as fun as I thought. It was different. I mean, it was just a really good time. If you were thinking about doing a Total Archery Challenge event, check it out. It's pretty sweet. We also we got something lined up where we might be. Well, I'm not going to spoil that.
Yeah,
we got something coming up. Just keep that in the back pocket. Stay tuned. But yeah, it was a fucking hell of a time. I had a blast.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think on a scale from 1 to 10? What did you rate that Total Archery Challenge event as a whole, Ryan?
Like a 7.
7. That's a tough critic, man.
Tough crowd.
I thought it was a lot of fun, but I mean, some stuff we'll probably get into later. The ways they can make it a little bit better.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, it was a lot of fun, but there was some room for improvement, which I think they'll get better and better every year.
Yeah.
Me, I'm gonna give it a motherfucking 10 out of 10, Daddy-o. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8. I'll give it an 8.
I'm gonna give it a solid 10.
Yeah.
Now, it was a 10 on the fun scale. I guess I'm looking at the overall experience as a 7 because I think they could have made it better.
Well, I'm giving it an overall 10.
Overall fun. I'm being tough. I'm being a tough critic too. That's like the only thing I didn't really much care for was the Yeti course. How it didn't.
Yeah,
it was a lot of uphill shots.
Yeah, you go up, you get your arrow, and then you come back down the same trail.
Yeah.
I was hoping it would be like, shoot the target, walk up, get your arrow, and then walk past the target to the next target.
Maybe logistically because of all the courses they had, that just wasn't possible. I don't know, but either way, I still enjoyed the fuck out of the course. Don't get me wrong. It was a great time.
And they lied about the Yeti course. The first 2 targets were 80 fucking yards.
Yeah, the first one was like 84, and then the second one was
90,
89.
Right?
Yeah, it was like or 91.
Whiffed on that black bear.
Yeah. It was a
small black bear.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a shoot, but well, I was gonna say we could go to the caribou. We could wrap up the course. If you're thinking about doing one, I think it's awesome. It's a lot harder than we anticipated. I think a lot of it for me was just not knowing the targets and where the kill zones were. That made it a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
Just you're not familiar with half of these targets or these animals.
Like that fucking raven. Like, I hit where I was aiming, but
Yeah.
I thought it was a 12 ring, but you walk up on it, the 12 ring was like on its back.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It was. So it definitely would help to know the targets. Like next year, I'm gonna aim high on that raven.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot of factors in there. Like I was hoping to break 200 for a score, and I scored the highest at by 5. Johnny was right on my heels at 175. I got 180, and I'm happy with it. Looking back at it, but I'm surprised I got as many 8s as I did and 5s too.
Yeah, I was really surprised with the amount of
I thought I would
fives
get a lot
got.
more 10s and 12s.
I got a lot. I think fives did my scorecard in. When we were adding up at the end, you were like 5.
Dude,
I'm like,
you were
Jesus.
leading for a while.
Yeah, I kind of fell apart. There around probably like 14.
Dude, it was physically
The first like 10 holes, I think you were in first place.
Yeah, and then I started to figure it back out again. I just got off track for a little bit.
Yeah.
If you didn't fall off track, you would have won.
What was I, 157?
Yeah.
I don't think that, in all honesty, they make the course for real target shooting in terms of. I think it's just something fun that you do.
Yeah.
It's like that gap between like keeping score. Like
And
out of everyone out there, I think we're the only ones I saw keeping score.
I wasn't paying attention.
But I think like it's not really designed. It's like if you want to keep score, you can, but they don't really. They don't design it with the intention for like an actual 3D archery shoot.
Yeah, it's nothing like a typical 3D shoot. It's more like a cross between hunting and 3D.
Yeah.
No, it's a hell of a lot of fun. I had a blast. And before we did the shoot, so we ended up shooting at 12:30. We had the 12:30 Yeti course because that was just the earliest we could get in. We shot at the caribou, and holy shit, that was a hell of a lot harder than I expected.
Yeah, it was
up a hill pretty solid.
Yeah, a big fucking hill. Like, we practiced straight away, and we were not ready for where this fucking caribou was. But, what we send? 11 right off the bat.
Yeah, and we were all around it, man.
Yeah.
We were getting all around. Like, we had, out of 11, I think probably like 7 of them were dead caribou.
Yeah, my last 4 from the first 11, I was dialing in. And I wasn't going to shoot anymore. And then Seth was like, no, dude, we got to shoot 5 more. And I was like, okay, I'll shoot 5 more with you. Was it 5 more?
Yep.
Yeah. And I shoot the first 4, and I'm kind of all the way around it. And I have the last arrow, my 16th arrow. I put it in the bow and just kind of just throw it up there and let her fly. And wouldn't you know it, your boy got entered to win the truck.
And I fucking, hey, dude.
Yeah.
115 yards uphill. And, I mean, we're talking a pretty significant degree change in how far uphill it was. There's nothing like what we were practicing.
It sucked going up and pulling those arrows out.
Yeah, like you're out of breath just walking up there to get the fucking arrows out of the thing. It was a hell of a hill, and it was a lot harder than we anticipated. It was a little further according to our range. We had a fucking hellacious wind. I mean, everybody was hitting left, so you had to compensate for that because the wind was such a factor. You had to aim about a foot to the right of where you actually needed to hit, and even then, we got really close. I got one in the line. It's a 2.5-inch hole at 115 yards with a bow, and I got one on the line of that 2.5-inch hole.
That
but
guy
it
busted our nut, dude. He was like, "You're in."
He was
Oh
like,
wait,
I released, and he was like, "You're in." I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Wait, maybe not. I think you might be just outside." I was like, "You motherfucker!"
Dude, when mine went in the 12,
Fucking cool ass guy. Shout out to
Tack Rob.
Rob, cool dude. He was running the booth there at the Caribou. He was like, "Man, you're gonna get in, dude." He's like, "You're grouping great." I was like, yeah. He was just talking me into buying another 11 shots. But no, he's a really cool dude. But and they got a spotting scope there, so you can look and see where you're hitting because you can't see 115 yards. You can't see your arrow once it digs into the caribou.
Yeah, I could. You can't. I got black arrows and I got blue fletching, and I couldn't see them. So the last one, I sent it, and he was like, "You're in." Wait, no, you're in. You're in.
Yeah, John was like dead nut center of
Yeah.
that 2.5-inch circle.
We got pictures.
It's like a beer can, the top of a beer
It really
can
is top
at
beer can.
115 yards.
Yeah.
But I certified it, put a stamp on it. Your boy's in. So
Hey, now all we can do is wait. Hopefully, August they draw that ticket out, and it says John Porter from Cecil County, Maryland. It says beers and deers on here. Whatever that is.
I will faint right off the bar stool.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool from my perspective too because I was on the range. So if you've ever been there, the range was, I don't know, 50 yards to the left, and they shot their original shots. I thought they were done. I thought they were just messing around. And I was like, I need to go back out and just shoot some more, get dialed in. And I'm coming down with my arrows, and all I heard was some lady say, "Good job, guys." And I look over, and I see Rambo and Guillotine, and I see them give each other a fist bump, and I'm like, cool shit. And I was like, I didn't think they kept shooting at the caribou. I thought they just would do, because the guy was talking to us about all the other trick shots.
Yeah.
So I just went right up to him. I was like, "What'd you guys win?" They were like, "I got entered." I was like, "Hell yeah."
Yeah, but when originally we were just going to shoot 11 because it was more expensive than we thought it was to shoot it. It's $150 for 11 shots.
Yeah, well, it's for 10, but they give you a free one.
So Ryan was filming the first 11, and then he was like, "All right, I'm gonna go practice." And we're walking back after me and John pulled arrows, and we're like, "Dude, we gotta try some more."
Then he suckered me into spending more money.
Yeah, Runsky tried some
shot
more.
good.
And Runsky
I shot good, yeah.
I was shooting good too. I mean, we were out of everybody there. I felt like we were grouping really fucking well. And I mean, hey man, there's a little bit of luck involved. It's such a far shot.
Dude, I aimed at his neck.
Yeah, you gotta aim. You can't aim where you want because of the wind. It's such a factor at that yardage. It's so tough. Like when the first shot you take is like your canary in the mine. You
Yeah.
shoot at 115 and you aim dead on where you want to hit, and then it hits him in the rear hip, and you're like, okay, there. And you can see the flags, you can see the wind. So then you aim a little further, and it gets a little closer, and you got to just keep adjusting. And it's so difficult, man. And the amount of people that get entered every year speaks to how difficult it is. There's 3,000 people at this event, and
10 so far.
and 10 people got entered.
And you believe
And
it.
in the country, there's 24. I mean, it's difficult. It's really hard to get in. It's a hell of a shot, and Johnny got in.
Fuck yeah.
And we're gonna fucking celebrate tonight.
Yeah, buddy.
We're
The
gonna
after
go,
party.
go hit up the after party. So we're gonna keep this pod pretty short. We just wanted to give you guys all an update let you know how we did. Feel like we smoked it. We got it done. Hey, at least one of us got in, and we kicked that course's ass.
Everyone shot well.
Everybody
man.
shot well. We all did good. So, I mean, I had a great time. I will be back. We're gonna make this like an every year thing. Yeah. Ran into a guy there who's watched one of our videos.
Made our day.
Yeah, made our day. He was like, "Oh, dude, I watched your video on the way up here." I was like, "Damn, that's fucking cool." Yeah. Got some potential new guests, some other stuff lined up. So it was really, really productive. We're gonna go to the after party, burn that place down. You know, make a complete ass of
In
ourselves.
Beers and Deers fashion.
Yeah, that's what we do. It's our job.
Go throw a couple piss at John Dudley. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
I'm sure he's a wonderful fellow.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. Oh yeah, the booths there were cool as shit. They had all kinds of stuff there.
Hoyt gave us the hookup.
Yeah.
Gave us some free hats. They were like, "Oh, you guys are the Beers and Deers crew. You're like the shit." He's like, "You know what? Here, take some free hats."
Like, I wish I could give you free bows, but I can't.
He's like, "I can't. I want to give them to you, but I can't." It's like, "Don't worry about it, man. Really, it's fine." He's like, "Take these hats. Take these." And I was like, "Okay.
Okay, good enough, I guess.
All right, that'll work." That's pretty much how it went, right, Ryan?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's how I remember it.
Yeah, that's exactly how that.
He wasn't giving them to everybody.
No, he wasn't. Well, John and I walked up and shot the shit with him
Yeah.
for like what 10 minutes.
Yeah, we were like, dude, why are you over here in the corner?
He was like, we got Hoyt jammed in the corner over. He's
Yeah,
like, I like it that way.
He was kind of in a bad spot.
Yeah, well, he was like, I like it that way. So if someone comes up, I actually work with them.
Yeah.
So
It's not like, that's a good idea.
People at the bear tent were cool too. They were like cheering us on while we were taking
Oh,
our rips at the caribou. Yeah.
And it was so cool, man. Everybody's just cheering everybody else on. And, they're like, "Oh man, that was a great shot." And the guy Rob was like, "Man, I really thought you were gonna get in, dude. You were shooting so good." And I was
he was like, no disrespect, but I thought this guy was going to want to do it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, me too. I was shooting like hell.
How about the guy? So I'll give him this too. So we're practicing, taking our first shots of the day at the
Oh
TAC,
my god.
and a guy walks up next to me. He's 3 feet from me on my left. He lets his hand release go mid-draw, and that fucking release just barely missed his riser and boomeranged down the fucking practice.
He was like, just see where that arrow
He was like, you
went?"
see where the arrow went? I'm like, dude, you just like could have killed somebody.
You could have killed
Could have broke your hand.
Broke your fucking hand.
Fucked your bow up. Scary.
It happens.
A lot of. I didn't realize how many rookies there was going to be.
I shifted
Yeah.
over like 20 feet. I was like,
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah, there's a lot of new shooters, a lot of people losing arrows. Yeah, but hey, I had a great time.
Great time.
Let's go hit up this after party. Ryan's got some drinks to buy us.
Yay! Yeah, that went exactly how we thought it was. Me and Seth got top 10, though.
Yeah, we got these sweet matches we're gonna sleep on tonight. But you know what? It was all tight. Like it was a shootout. Everybody was pretty close in score. So it went fucking. It was awesome. It was a great time.
I'll take it, Browns.
Yeah, I think all of us had a little bit of a surprise at the difficulty with these targets and shit. So
That's fucking bad, dude.
we could have all done a little better, but at the end of the day, it was a really cool experience, and we're all going to be better from it, and we'll be back, and we're going to shoot a hell of a lot better next time.
Fucking A.
I think Ryan needs to go ahead and upgrade that bow.
Yeah, you should have just bought one at the whole.
He was I really think you were contemplating on buying a bow today.
I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think you gotta get one.
Rip it off like Band-Aid.
I'm undecided on what I'm gonna do. I'm undecided. I'm definitely gonna get a new bow, but I might just see if I can get like a helix.
Yeah,
That'd be the way to go.
hell
Yeah,
yeah.
because I can probably get a helix. I'm just throwing a number.
$200
Probably
cheaper.
for like $900.
Yeah, cheaper. 700.
Really?
$700-800.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd be totally fine with that. Because if I can get a helix for around $800, I'd do it tomorrow.
It's the same. It's pretty much the same bow.
It's
It's
just different, split cam and binary cam.
It's a great bow, but you gotta upgrade your equipment a
I
little
mean, the
bit.
fucking Helix was the winner today, though, so
Yeah. Well, it was the winner of the caribou.
that's all that matters. That's all I cared about.
Well,
That's all I fucking cared about.
You were just mentally going, so you were like, I don't even
Oh,
care.
yeah,
Just
I
that.
blew my load on the caribou. I didn't give a shit about the course.
Yeah, the caribou was so stressful. Like the course was the fun part.
Yeah.
The caribou, it was like, man, we're trying. This is work. Like we're trying to get in there.
That course was a grind at the end, man.
Man, it was.
Fatigue starts setting in.
Yeah, the last like 5 holes, I started to get kind of tired.
Definitely hit up the treadmill before you go.
Yeah.
That's what I didn't do.
Yeah, it was hot too. It was like 85 degrees out there. We walked like 7 miles. on a mountainous terrain, too. It's not easy 7 miles you're walking around the mall.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna go dehydrate ourselves. And
Even more. We might go to the hospital tonight.
yeah, hey, stay tuned. But hey, we appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in with us. Thanks for following us along on this journey. We're gonna keep coming at you. This is the Beers and Deers crew coming at you live from Seven Springs, Pennsylvania, the Total Archery Challenge. See y'all next time. Peace out. Keep shooting.